What if hitting $20,000 a month with your agency was actually easier than you think, and the only thing stopping you is a few small tweaks? Now, most people can hit $20,000 months if they work themselves into the ground, but the real win is doing it without the burnout. Now, my agency does over $300,000 a year with a tiny team of 3, and I spend most of my time making YouTube videos. So I'm going to share with you the exact things I had to stop doing so that we could scale without me melting down. The offer that actually took us to $20,000 a month while letting me work just 3 days a week, and what was breaking before we made the change, how I fixed it, and the warning signs that you're probably ignoring right now. So there's actually something very simple that you need to stop doing in order to make a more sustainable recurring income with less work. I'm afraid it sounds like one of those sort of meaningless, trite statements that bro marketers and Sigma Alpha grindset morons spew out. However, it does hold a massive amount of truth when you understand what it really means. So as a quick example, most marketers are afraid of letting go of doing the marketing work for their clients because it's essentially a big part of their identity. So obviously I have to do the marketing work for the client, otherwise what kind of marketer am I? I suppose I understood the theory of hiring other people to do the work, but it just sort of seemed like such a massive shift that I had no idea how I would make that happen. Part of me also knew that deep down I was taking on any and all kinds of work, any type of project. I was basically saying yes to things that I either hadn't done before or I didn't have a lot of experience in. So I didn't really even know where to hire people to do that work. I figured if I did it myself, then at least I can get to where I want with client feedback. But if I hire someone to do the work, because I can't do it now, how would that make me look? Why would someone buy from me if they could just hire the same person? Now, without experience, I didn't even know what good work looked like, so it kind of felt impossible to hire the right people. So many negative thoughts, right? The real turning point was finally letting go of being the one who did all the work. What's really interesting is that as soon as I released myself from doing the work and started working less and having more free time, our sales also went up. What I realized is that my need to be seen as or known as a good marketer was actually holding me back from making serious money. Which begs the question, what did I start doing? Right, so your business is made of basically 3 departments. You've got what I call admin and finance, which is essentially running the business. It's like bookkeeping, paying the bills, accounting, that type of stuff. You've got sales and marketing, which is finding clients, selling, closing. It's basically how you make money. And then you've got what we call operations and delivery, which is actually doing the work, delivering work to clients. Now, lots of agencies tell me they want to make more money, but they actually physically can't take on work. It's a catch-22 of needing more clients to make more money, but actually you're already at capacity, so you can't take on more work. Now, this is a really key, critical point that gets overlooked in all the hype and the content on the internet. Your business is not judged based on the skill that you bring to the table. You are not successful because of the skill set you have. It's not even about the revenue that you make, and no one ever talks about this, except real business owners if you talk to them. The success of your business hinges on the amount of profit that you make. The mistake is thinking it's actually your skills that sort of drive up how much revenue and profit you make. What really matters is the amount of money that you keep, your profit. $1 million sounds really impressive, but $10,000 doesn't sound as impressive because it literally is a smaller number. And yet, I know businesses who are doing $1 million, $2 million or more, and they aren't making any real money because their ad costs and their office rent and their staff overheads are so high. The owner is working 60, 70, 80, 90 hours a week, and they have absolutely nothing to show for it because their profit margins are so low. However, On the other hand, our profit margins now are very, very, very high. I remember having a conversation with my accountant about how guilty I felt making this much money and how little I work, because it basically felt greedy. It felt like I was cheating the system. And he said, there's absolutely nothing to be ashamed of, Mike. You found some leverage and you were willing to use it. That's all, which is why leverage became the center of everything that we changed, which really just means letting go of something you think is important and finding the easier path to do it, or the easier way to do something, or something that makes your life a little easier. Letting go of my identity and being seen as a good marketer was hard. Being a good marketer was hard. I was spending so much time and energy trying to impress my friends and my peers, my colleagues and my other marketers, but that doesn't pay the bills. They're not the ones who are paying me. As soon as I embraced tools and software and hiring people and almost being proud of the fact that I'm not even the best marketer, even in my own company, we really began to grow and see more profit from less work. Okay, which brings me to the part where I actually tell you what I did in order to start making serious money, or like, what was the offer, without working myself to the bone. I wish I had a really clever answer to this, or a method or a system, but actually what I did was so simple, it almost felt like cheating. So first of all, I decided to charge $1,000 a month. I didn't even really know like what the offer was. I didn't know what I was going to deliver. This was the first step, was deciding the price. I just knew that I wanted to charge 1K a month, and with 10 clients, that would give me a 6-figure business. It would actually give me more than that, because 100,000 divided by 12 months is actually $8,500, right? So I had a 6-figure business here. I knew that delivery, so actually doing the work and delivering results to the client, was our biggest bottleneck, which also meant it held the greatest potential leverage. If I could let go of the hard work and find the easy path, I knew we could make a massive, massive difference in our revenue and our profit and our like work lifestyle balance. So someone or something else would be doing the majority of the work. I also knew I would hire someone to do like the finance and the admin stuff, which basically left sales and marketing to me. Now, a big limiting belief that lots of you guys have, because you tell me this whenever we have these conversations, is, but if I copy what you do, people will know I've copied you. And that is the exact leverage that I'm talking about. We literally equate struggle and hard work with being a good person. If something comes easy to someone, we assume they cheated or they got lucky, and for some reason that means they're not a good person. Tell me in the comments if that isn't true. Deep down, ask yourself, do I think I need to make things harder than they need to be because I want to be judged as a good person? It's pretty mental, right? I'll tell you now, I want you to copy me. You have more than my permission. I copied other people. I want you to be more successful than me, following the exact same model. And if someone says to you, you're doing the same thing that everyone else does, ask them, yes, why aren't you? Imagine reversing your car everywhere when you drive because you see other drivers facing forward and thinking, yeah, everyone's doing it like that. I'll do it the harder way because I want to do things differently. So now the question becomes, how do I actually deliver work to the client? Well, what I did was really, really simple. Hey, so I just want to jump in here and say quickly that High Level is having their biggest ever sale happening right now. So everything I've shared so far in this video and that I will share in a minute is all possible with High Level. And right now they're offering 50% off your first 3 months for new users. So you can scan the QR code that's on screen to get the deal, or use the link in the description below. Now, current customers, we haven't forgotten you either. You can get an additional 25% off if you use the same link or upgrade inside your dashboard. So make sure to use the code sell-your-service75 when you do that. Full disclosure, I am an affiliate of High Level, so I might get a payment if you buy using my link. They're running a ton of sales over the next few weeks. I'll make sure to keep the link below updated with the best one of the year, so you can just click that. I'll also include obviously my funnels, my training. There's also a free app down below that you can use, which requires no opt-in, that'll actually tell you the best High Level discount that you can get, plus how much money you could make and save if you upgrade or buy today. Anyway, let's go back to the video. I basically chose a market that had something, they had a problem that was costing them more than $1,000 a month, right? I just decided to work with clients that had like a $2,000 product or a $25,000 product, something that where the maths made sense, and I would just help them find more of their customers. Now, in my exact case, I worked with people who called themselves strategic consultants who offered retainer services to mid-sized businesses, and they would usually run like multi-year long programs with those customers. Now, I could have chosen course creators or influencers or manufacturing. It didn't really matter. All that mattered was that if I got them one new client a month, they'd be happy with paying $1,000 a month. I also knew that they'd have to have at least like $150,000 in revenue, proving that they're making sales and that they're established business. I want to work with the owner. They'd have to be willing to work with previous leads and clients. And they'd also have to be willing to jump on a call once a week for sort of about 3 months. And what we do is literally just tell them, we will help you find 12 new clients. We'd set them up with a high-level account, one of our white-labeled sub-accounts, and every week we'd get them on a group call to kind of talk them through what they needed help with. Of course, most of them had the same basic problems because we were working with the same group of people. In our case, they needed help finding new leads and new clients, and their problems were usually caused by like a really lousy sales process. Usually they had a really unclear offer, and they basically weren't making enough offers in general, frankly, and they were often too focused on finding new leads rather than trying to talk to their current database. Just as a side note, kind of off script, it's worth pointing out we never sold this stuff. We never mentioned that. We only focused on like helping them get new leads and clients. I knew that the reasons were these things, but I never sold them that because they would never make that same connection, right? Now, high level could basically solve all those problems for them. And what we would do is one call a week could show them how to do all of this with high level. Plus, when we'd show one person how to do it, they could all go away and all do the repeat. Mike, this sounds a lot like a group coaching program with a SaaS subscription thrown in. Yes, that's because that's what this is. The software and the clients did the work. But Mike, my clients don't want to do the work. In which case you have two options. Either charge them more, which around 50% of our clients took at around $2,000 a month, which meant we then had enough money to hire a single full-time high-level expert who would basically sit on the calls and do the work that was suggested to our clients for them, or only work with clients who are willing to do the work, right? I will say this. Within months of following this method, we had clients getting crazy results, like making tens of thousands of dollars. It also meant that I was working way less. I was consolidating all of our consulting calls and all of our support calls into one weekly call. Either the actual client or our team member would do the work, and the high level, the software, that did most of the delivery. Now, I should say, of course, that I am an affiliate of High Level, so anytime I mention them, like if I have a link and you click on it, I might get a payment for that click, just to FYI. High Level has a distinct advantage where we'd immediately save the client a ton of money, as well as consolidating down their monthly costs into one platform. But Mike, my clients are already on High Level. I can't increase their price to $1,000 a month. Yes, you can, actually. Why can't you? It's your business. You can offer a lower price without the calls and the support. So by the way, using HL Pro Tools also completely changed our support process. Like those guys did all the support and even the onboarding and like the ticket work for our clients. I have got a link below. Yes, it's another affiliate link, but that's like how we keep the channel and the business running. Remember, leverage, right? Letting go of doing something hard in order to find an easier way to do it. But Mike, other people are offering High Level at a crazy reduced price. Okay, then they're not making as much money as you. But some of my clients won't want to do this. Some businesses won't want this. Okay, find some that will. I'm always fascinated by that thought process and objection because by definition, most people won't want to buy this. So what? You could literally have a profitable, successful, multi-6 or even 7-figure business running a few calls, working with a handful of clients. When I first started doing this, I was absolutely called out by a handful of marketers who felt I was cheating or not paying my dues. And they're almost certainly the same ones who told me that using a page builder is cheating when you build a website. Ignore them. Focus on the people who do want to help and sell to them. Trying to build the best business based on the judgment of other people's opinions is a fool's errand. Instead, try to impress your accountant. So what was the early warning sign that if I'd listened would have told me that I should have changed? Now, maybe there's a few things in here that you might spot and we'll talk about how to fix them. Now, the first thing that comes to mind is how I would dread waking up, right? That's probably the biggest sign. It actually wasn't technically waking up that I would dread. What I dreaded was opening my emails, because 9 times out of 10, it would have a bunch of questions and support tickets from clients that I'd have to answer. Lots of times these emails were from clients who already had closed the project, or I wasn't making any more money from them. I wasn't really charging them. For whatever reason, I felt obliged to help them and support them for free, when really what I should have offered was a monthly subscription where they could get all the support that they wanted and needed. That's actually how I originally positioned the support calls, and that was just for $100 a month and you'll get all the support you need. So eventually we just focused pretty much exclusively on one offer of $1,000 a month, which included like a high-level subscription. Eventually we did say if they don't want the calls, they can have high level itself for $597 a month. They just wouldn't get any calls with that. But if they want to have the work done like for them, we would make it $2,000 a month. The second big warning sign I ignored for way too long was that I dreaded taking new clients on. The other thing I dread in my morning is that I'd log into my emails and I'd have 0 emails in my inbox, which meant no new leads. I knew I had to find more work, but the idea of going out and finding another load of leads, marketing and selling to them, and then doing the work, I don't know. I sort of fell out of love with doing the work. It became a real grind to motivate myself to do anything. So when I hired someone who loved doing this stuff, it was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I now felt happy and excited to find clients because it was so much easier to help them. And the funny thing is, the team we hired, the team we have, they're great marketers. And in a lot of ways, they're much, much better at marketing than me, which meant that customers were getting an amazing service from talented individuals, and they'd want to keep paying me just to get access to my team. One final warning sign that I see a lot of agencies ignore is that they never have the time or space to not work. And what I mean by that is that if you take a holiday, it means taking the laptop with you. Now, I was certainly guilty of this. I couldn't or wouldn't ever take time off, at least not without incurring like a drop in sales or revenue. Because if I wasn't working, the business wasn't growing, which meant that the productivity dropped the second I stopped working. And that's probably the biggest red flag of all. I can tell you right now that your profitability is directly tied to the amount of time that you can take off from your business. If you keep thinking, oh, look, I'll take on one more client and that'll give me enough money for the next month, or maybe you think you can take a holiday next year or the year after, you have to ask yourself, well, what would have changed in that time? Because chances are, if you keep doing the same thing, you'll get the same result. When we changed the business to where I was less needed, we actually made more money. We're now more profitable than ever, and I work less than ever, which bizarrely gives me the freedom and the thinking space to work more and be more productive. Now, the key is knowing how to guarantee incredible results for clients, which is why I've got this video here explaining how to guarantee and deliver $150,000 results to clients and get them amazing results, even if you're starting from scratch. I'll walk you through how we landed our first high-ticket repeat customers, plus share the method we used to sell them and what we offered to them and delivered to them in order to guarantee $150,000 worth of results.